This course is a continuation of Field Study 1. Field Study revolves around a year-long classroom involvement. After several months of study, sharpening knowledge, and preparing for the upcoming deployment of pre-service teachers, they will step into the world of real teachers interacting with people, teachers, and students. The nascent pre-service students' experience at a school open their eyes to the reality of being a future teacher. First exposure to where they will put read spaces, their skills when it comes to the actual teaching learning activities of future educators where pre-service teachers will observe students' behavior, how teachers should teach in a classroom, what are the teacher strategies in their teaching, will assist in teaching learning activities and these things they can acquire a knowledge of and have relevance to their teaching and to grow into a competent teacher in the future. This e-portfolio is intended to accumulate our experiences, industry use activities, and accomplishment in making our lesson plans, demonstration journeys, and action research performed by the group to meet the action and have advancement during the internship in Field Study 2 as Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Social Studies, Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English, Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Filipino, and Bachelor of Technology and Livelihood Education teaching interns of Pangasinan State University, Lingayen Campus Academic Year 2023-2024.
The pre-service teachers of Bachelor of Secondary Education wants to convey their gratitude to those who have complete this e-portfolio. The successful preparation of this requirement would have been unattainable without the unwavering support, dedicated efforts, and tireless contributions of the following individuals. Our Field Study Coordinators, Dr. Catherine V. Queroda and Professor Beta P.G. Cruz, thank you for your endless patience, dedication, and guidance in helping us to accomplish our activities. We are grateful for your entire effort to entertain our queries and for providing us with exceptional suggestions and opinions to ensure the quality of our work. To our Culture Teacher Education Team, Dr. Grace G. Rivera, we sincerely thank you for your dedication in sharing your professional knowledge and wisdom so that we can bring out the best of us. To the university officials of Pangasinan State University, headed by Dr. Albert M. Galas, our university president, we express our deepest thanks for your unwavering support and continuous effort to maintain quality education amidst the challenges we face in the new normal setting. We would also like to express our heartfelt appreciation to the following individuals at Pangasinan National High School for their warm welcome and valuable guidance during our field study observations. Dr. Rolly Untalan, Social Studies Head Teacher 4, Mr. Clement Villa, Head Teacher of TLE Department, Dr. Miriam S. Eaton, Head Teacher of English Department, Mrs. Virginia Estrada, Head Teacher of Filipino Department, and of course, Mrs. Mariela Incalima, EDD, Principal for your generous support, hospitality, and insights have greatly enriched our learning experience. Thank you for being instrumental in our educational journey. We also extend our gratitude to our dear parents, friends, and cherished ones who have been our guiding lights, offering moral and financial support as we embark on our journey toward our lifelong dreams. Above all, we thank the Divine, the Almighty, for bestowing us the wisdom, knowledge, and strength to complete this endeavor.
Annotation Worksheet 1. Making an Action Research Plan. Action research is a systematic and collaborative approach that plays a vital role in addressing practical issues and fostering continuous improvement within various fields. The process involves several key components. Firstly, it necessitates the ability to recall and comprehend the different parts of an action research project. This includes identifying the research problem or questions, conducting literature reviews, collecting and analyzing data, and implementing and evaluating changes based on findings. A well-rounded understanding of this element is essential to effectively carry out action research. Next, the preparatory phase is crucial as it entails creating a comprehensive action research plan. This plan outlines the research objectives, methodology, data collection tools, and the timeline for the project. A well-structured plan serves as a roadmap, guiding researchers throughout the entire process and ensuring that the research is systematic and goal-oriented. Lastly, researchers need to submit their proposed action research plan for approval or feedback from relevant stakeholders or peers. This step ensures transparency and collaboration in the research process, and helps refine their plan to ensure it aligns with the intended objective and expectations.
Annotations for Worksheet 2. In the realm of education, the significance of the learning environment cannot be overstated. While the curriculum plays a pivotal role in the teaching learning process, the learning environment serves as an equally vital component. This notion is at the core of this statement, emphasizing that creating a safe and conducive learning environment is essential for educational success. By immersing oneself in such an environment, educators and learners alike embark on a journey of discovery. Here, they gain insights into the diverse methods and strategies that can be harnessed to foster active engagement among students during various classroom activities. In essence, this underscores the paramount importance of the learning environment as a dynamic and transformative space where effective learning takes root. This activity underscores the integral role that the learning environment plays in the educational process. It highlights the need for educators and learners not only focus on curriculum but also on cultivating an environment that is conducive to learning. This environment serves as a fertile ground for acquiring and applying various teaching and learning methods and strategies, with the ultimate goal of enhancing student participation and engagement. It is within this environment that learners can truly explore the potential of education and teaching, creating a rich and immersive atmosphere for all involved.
The learning management plan encompasses various crucial aspects in education. It involves understanding its components and recognizing its vital importance in guiding the learning process. The learning management plan serves as a comprehensive framework that outlines objectives and methods for creating effective learning experiences. It's essentially the roadmap for educators, enabling them to navigate their educational journeys successfully. This activity explores the core elements of the learning management plan and underscores its critical role in shaping the educational landscape. Furthermore, it delves into best practices for crafting a learning management plan that not only drives academic success but also fosters a structured environment that values tolerance, exemplary behavior, and the pursuit of knowledge. A well-constructed learning management plan goes beyond academic achievement. It also sets the stage for creating a conducive learning environment. It emphasizes the need for a structured and organized setting where the students, educators, and all the stakeholders can thrive. This also highlights how a robust learning management plan encourages not only academic success but also promotes behavior and social growth. It serves as the foundation for instilling values of tolerance, exemplary conduct, and effective learning practices, shaping individuals who are not only academically proficient but socially adept, contributing positively to broader community.
A lesson plan is a teacher's summary of the materials that must be taught in class in the best way to accomplish it. It involves creating and implementing suitable learning strategies and methods to get insightful feedback on students' progress. Further, crafting lesson plans is an integral process to ensure the smooth delivery of the lesson for a meaningful learning experience with the students. Hence, a well-crafted lesson plan prepared by a teacher for a particular lesson allows them to enter the classroom with greater confidence and greater possibility of having engaging activities that will make the teaching and learning process effective and efficient. Consequently, this activity highlights the learning experience of different lesson plan exemplars and an opportunity to construct a lesson plan. It starts by describing the various parts of the lesson plan using specified models. Moreover, it underscores the importance of constructing a lesson plan aligned to different specialization using the existing basic education curriculum. Thus, working on this activity helped the pre-service teachers to reflect on challenges they encountered in writing lesson plans and consider the feedback given by the mentors or the instructors for an improvement of their teaching practice.
Annotation for Worksheet 5. A proper selection of materials and resources is a necessary step in the process of choosing teaching aids to successfully deliver a lesson. The student's interests are the teacher's top priority in learning. By using a variety of instructional aids, students can become proficient in choosing and creating instructional materials relevant to the topic being studied. In addition, these instructional resources can be digital or non-digital because teaching aids that are not digital will always have a place in the teaching and learning process. This activity emphasizes the vital role of appropriateness of teaching aids to teaching and learning. Incorporating digital and non-digital teaching aids can boost students' learning success, and promote active participation. Thus, future educators must also consider the advantages and the drawbacks of employing various digital and non-digital teaching aids as teaching and learning resources.
Grading systems and depth school. The Digital Basic Education Program encourages competency and standard-based grading. The weighted rush course of students' summative assessment serves as the foundation of all grades in that end. Teachers in the Digital Basic Education curriculum utilize computerized class records in Excel format to help ensure a high degree of precision in grading students. On that note, this activity introduced particular e-class records in every learning area, apart from various step-ed forms that must be accomplished in different times during a school year. Furthermore, this activity provides students with experience to familiarize themselves with the various step-ed forms and electronic class records. Field studies students review and accomplish various forms, calculate final grades, and complete e-class records that are in line with their area of specialization using adapted assessment criteria.
In Field Study 1, we have learned that action research is a dynamic process that is categorized under applied research. According to Johnson and Christensen 2020, it is focused on solving local problems wherein an action research plays a significant role in the execution of such work. Conducting action research is an advocacy since the primary purpose of it is to improve a school practices and solve classroom-based teaching and learning-related issues. On the other hand, in this worksheet, we are tasked to put into practice the theories that we have learned. Therefore, we have prepared an action plan that will serve as our guide and frame of reference in doing our classroom-based action research.
Hello again. So today I'm going to tell you about the learning objectives in worksheet 2. So at the end of this learning activity, the field study students should be able to recall the different parts of an action research, prepare and write an action research plan, and submit the proposed action research plan.
Field Study 2, Activity 2, Making a Learning Environment Safe and Conducive. At the end of this activity, the FS student must be able to achieve the following intended learning outcomes. The first is identity practical and feasible classroom routines and procedures in learning. Number 2, evaluate appropriate educational intervention in creating safe and conducive learning. And number 3, acquire higher concept of learning strategies in establishing own procedures.
Overall, the FS2 worksheet activity aims to empower students with their practical skills and theoretical knowledge necessary for effective classroom management and teaching, to the identification of classroom routines, evaluation of educational interventions, and the acquisition of advanced learning strategies. FS students will be prepared to contribute positively to educational environments and establish their own procedures for successful teaching and learning.
At the end of this activity, the FS students must be able to achieve the following intended learning outcomes. First, explain the components of learning management plan and its importance. Second, identify the best practices and create effective learning management plan. And lastly, promote behavioral, social, and academic success in a structured environment that caters to tolerance, exemplary behavior, and learning.
Classroom management can be one of the most crucial parts in teaching learning process. However, it is the key component in any educational setting. If students are safe in a learning environment, the teaching learning process can take place. This activity focuses on creating a classroom routine that will make teachers and students more productive.
And now under Activity 4, writing the lesson plan. Describe the different parts of the lesson plan using the specified model. Construct a lesson plan that aligns to the specialization using the existing basic education curriculum. Revise a lesson plan based on the comments, suggestions given by the mentor or the instructor. Cite challenges encountered in writing lesson plan and reflect the feedback received for the improvement of teaching practice. That's it.
A lesson plan is the teacher's compendium of what students need to learn and how it will be done during the class time. It also involves designing and incorporating appropriate learning activities and strategies to obtain substantive feedback on students' learning. A well-constructed lesson plan prepared by a teacher for a particular lesson allows him or her to enter the classroom with more confidence and a greater possibility of having and engaging activities that will result in a meaningful learning experience with students. In this segment of learning experience, you will be exposed to various activities that allows you to examine different lesson plan examples and its parts and an opportunity to construct your own lesson plan.
At the end of this activity worksheet 5, the FS students must be able to achieve the following intended learning outcomes. Number 1, determine the appropriateness of teaching aids to teaching and learning. Number 2, identify the use and importance of various digital and non-digital teaching aids. And number 3, promote active participation of learners and teachers using various digital and non-digital teaching aids. To sum up all, Worksheet 5 is all about the importance and usage of digital and non-digital teaching aids. This worksheet aims us to understand what are the different types of teaching aids, how we are going to use them, how can it affect our teaching, and how important these teaching aids in students' learning.
Worksheet 5, Introductions. Delivering lessons and the selections and utilizations of various teaching aids enable the learners to gain competence in determining and preparing instructional materials that are appropriate to the learning content. These teaching aids may come in the various forms, non-digital and digital. Non-digital teaching aids will always find their significance in the teaching-learning process. However, in this new media age, learning engagement and success in learning can be increased by integrating digital teaching aids. In addition, future educators must consider the aspect of using non-digital and digital teaching aids, both as instructional and educational tools.
At the end of this learning activity, the FS student should be able to, first, identify school forms, its purpose and uses. Second is to download and file out sample of the ED school forms. Third is to do sample computations of grades using the ED assessment criteria.